Amazon's return to work ignites a backlash, Google to flag AI-generated images on search, AWS claims that its new competition is a return to on-premises computing, and a surprising majority of Gen Zs surveyed wished that TikTok had never been invented. Welcome to #Trending. I'm your host, Jim Love. Let's get into it. Amazon's recent announcement mandating a 5-day return to office has ignited a fierce backlash among its employees. The surprise decision, set to take effect in January 2025, has left many workers feeling frustrated and considering their options. One anonymous Amazon engineer expressed their disappointment to the Wall Street Journal, stating that the mandate stands against the data that people are still productive outside the office. This sentiment is echoed across various platforms, with employees voicing their concerns publicly. On LinkedIn, an Amazon data center technician shared, "I'm disheartened by Amazon's recent decision. This abrupt change undermines the progress we've made in embracing diverse work styles and accommodating different personal needs." The backlash has been so strong that some employees are already plotting their exit. One engineer boldly declared, "If you have remote opportunities available, please message me. Nothing's off the table. I'd rather go back to school than work in an office again." Another employee remarked, "It's just going backwards," highlighting the stark contrast between this new policy and the flexibility many have grown accustomed to over the past few years. As Amazon grapples with the employee pushback, the tech industry watches closely to see how this decision might influence workplace policies across the sector. In a move to address the growing concern over AI-generated content, Google has announced plans to flag AI-generated and AI-edited images in its search results later this year. The new feature will be implemented in Google Search, Google Lens, and the Circle to Search feature on Android devices. The flagging system will rely on C2PA metadata, which stands for Coalition for Content Provenance and Authenticity. This metadata helps trace the image's history, including the equipment and software used in its creation. And while major tech companies like Google, Amazon, Microsoft, OpenAI, and Adobe support C2PA, the standard hasn't yet seen widespread adoption. It's important to note that this system has limitations. C2PA metadata can be removed or corrupted, and not all popular AI image generation tools currently support the standard. For instance, the images created by Flux, the tool used by xAI's Grok chatbot, don't include C2PA metadata. Despite these challenges, Google's initiative is at least a step towards combating the rapid spread of deep fakes. Recent estimates suggest a 245% increase in scams involving AI-generated content from 2023 to 2024. With projected losses from deepfakes expected to rise from $12.3 billion with a B in 2023 to $40 billion by 2027. As AI-generated content becomes increasingly sophisticated, efforts like Google's flagging system will be crucial in helping users distinguish between authentic and AI-manipulated images in their search results. In a surprising turn of events, cloud giant Amazon Web Services, AWS, is now claiming that it faces stiff competition from on-premises infrastructure. This statement comes as part of AWS's evidence to the UK's Competition and Markets Authority, CMA, which is investigating the cloud services market. AWS asserts that customers are finding it attractive to move their IT back on premises, despite the significant effort involved. The company stated, "Building a data center requires significant effort, so the fact that customers are doing it highlights the level of flexibility that they have and the attractiveness of moving back to on-premises." This claim represents a significant shift from AWS's previous stance that all workloads would eventually move to the cloud. The company suggested that customers may switch back to on-premises for various reasons, including reallocating internal finances, adjusting technology access, and increasing ownership of resources, data, and security. However, industry analysts paint a more nuanced picture. Andrew Buss from IDC estimates that only a single-digit percentage of companies are actively repatriating public cloud workloads. He notes that organizations are much more likely to switch to another cloud provider if their current one isn't meeting their needs. We have, however, seen some early signs of a plateauing of the move to public cloud in recent surveys. So while AWS's claims may be an attempt to demonstrate market competitiveness to regulators, they also highlight the ongoing debate about the long-term costs and benefits of cloud versus on-premises infrastructure. As the CMA continues its investigation into the UA cloud services market, the tech industry will be watching closely to see how these claims impact the regulators' findings and their potential remedies. A recent survey has uncovered a surprising trend among Gen Z adults. Nearly half wished that the popular social media platforms like TikTok and X had never been invented. This revelation comes from a nationally representative poll of 1,006 Gen Z adults conducted by the social psychologist Jonathan Haidt and the Harris Poll. The survey found that 47% of respondents wish TikTok didn't exist, while 50% feel the same about X. These statistics are particularly striking given that 60% of Gen Z spends an average of 4 hours daily on social media, with 23% logging 7 or more hours. Despite the high usage, 60% of the respondents believe that social media negatively impacts society. The survey also revealed disparities in perceived benefits among different groups. For instance, 44% of women and 47% of LGBTQ respondents reported that social media has negatively affected their mental health, compared with 31% of men and 35% of non-LGBTQ respondents. Interestingly, while many Gen Zers express regret about social media platforms, they show less concern about smartphones, messaging apps, and streaming services. This suggests that the core issue lies with the addictive nature of social media rather than digital technology as a whole. The findings have reignited discussions about online safety for young users, with 69% of respondents supporting laws requiring child-safe options for social media. There's a growing pressure on tech companies and legislators to address these concerns. And as we navigate the complex relationship between technology and well-being, these insights from Gen Z offer a crucial perspective on the future of social media and digital interaction. And that's our show. I'm your host, Jim Love. Have a thrilling Thursday.